When did you outsmart your parents? My parents enforced a 9 p.m. lights out like it was law, electronics off, no whispers, no movement. But I had perfected fake sleep. Still body, slow breathing, eyes barely cracked to catch a sliver of light. That's how I kept my one real friendship alive raids with my online squad. Headset under the pillow, controller under the blanket. Even Rex, my old German shepherd, learned the routine. He'd nose the door open and curl up by my bed, tail thumping softly. For months, they never suspected their obedient son. Then one night at 10:30, an unscheduled check. Through my eyelashes, I watched Mom tilt my piggy bank while Dad held his phone's flashlight. Take 60 from his piggy bank and 40 from the Pokémon cards he sold, she whispered. She lifted the jar labeled Rex's surgery fund. 30 here, she said, emptying it into her purse. Rex is old anyway. This money could triple on tonight's game. The words went through me like ice. Every dollar of weekend jobs and birthday bills siphoned into their gambling. Rex needed hip surgery soon. I'd been saving nearly a year. I lay there like a statue while rage pounded behind my ribs. After that, dinner became a chess match. I'd mention how Rex struggled getting up and they'd trade guilty glances, then pivot to payment plans and maybe next year. They started doubting my sleep act and turned our hallway into a surveillance lab, nightly photos of my desk, charger angle, book stacks. Dad would show side-by-side shots like a detective. Yesterday, your charger was here. Today it's there. Explain. Meanwhile, Rex's limp worsened. The vet's deadline hung over us 6 weeks before permanent damage. My $847 had evaporated into losses I wasn't allowed to name. I began carrying my phone half awake, camera ready. They'd gotten bold, whisper planning which of my things to sell next. His headset could get 50, Dad said. That old Xbox, at least 100. Then I overheard the test. Tomorrow night, we'll say we're putting Rex down, Mom said outside my door. If he doesn't react, he's really sleeping. At 10 p.m. sharp, they staged it. Mom's voice cracked with fake tears. I can't believe we have to put Rex to sleep tomorrow. No choice, Dad added. There isn't money for surgery. I kept still. My hands shook. Then Dad walked in and kicked Rex. My dog yelped, scrambling in confusion. I sat up before I could stop myself, phone already recording. Don't you touch him. Knew it, Dad barked. You've been faking sleep, and you've been stealing, I said, keeping my voice steady while the camera caught their faces and Rex pressed against my leg. Grandma's banking app is on my phone. She asked me to watch it after money went missing. Color drained from both of them. Dad lunged. I hit send. The video blasted to our family group chat. Red receipts stacked, replies detonated. Aunts, uncles, cousins, dozens of notifications in minutes. Their voices on the recording were clear. Admissions about gambling, talk of selling my stuff, and the staged lie about euthanizing my dog. Rex's yelp cut through everything. Grandma called, "I'm 5 minutes out." Headlights swept my window. She stood in the doorway, eyes steady. "Pack a bag." Rex too. Mom tried apology. Dad tried anger. Neither worked on someone who'd just watched what they'd done. I leashed Rex and felt the tremor in his shoulder ease as he leaned into me. I grabbed the surgery folder, the empty jar, and the headset they'd priced at 50. Grandma waited by the car, door open, engine running. On the ride, Rex laid his head on my knee and finally slept. I texted the vet from Grandma's phone and booked the first available date. Family messages kept popping. "We'll help. How much is left? I can cover the meds." We pulled into Grandma's driveway. The porch light came on. She squeezed my shoulder. "You did the right thing." That night, I set my phone on the dresser in plain sight. No performance breathing, no staged stillness. Rex curled at the foot of my bed, a soft snore replacing the ragged panting from earlier. For the first time in months, I slept without pretending. Morning brought a plan call the school, move my things, take Rex for blood work, count new deposits flowing into a fund with my name on it. I wasn't their decoy anymore. I was Rex's person. When we left for the vet, I locked Grandma's door and slid the jar refilled overnight into my backpack. Outside, the sun felt honest. I didn't need a flashlight to see anything clearly.